Think it says we're live. How y'all doing out there? See you all. Sorry, I'm not late like it says. I showed up exactly when intended. How y'all doing, man? We got Omega Days. These are all really good champions, right? Like, we're going to talk about this. There's a reason why I'm starting a few minutes before the event itself goes live, is I want to talk about these champions, all 6 of them. You know me, we could get a little wordy. We could probably do this for 4 hours, but I want to see your questions. I'm going to schedule to have a couple incredibly smart people join me on call. They'll be fielding your questions too. And one of the things I will say about all of these champions, just right away, is I think depending on what modes and what, let's call it like competition level, you enjoy the game, I think will have a large influence in how good you think these champions are. Every single one of them, I think you can apply that. Like, and I realize you're like, yeah, thanks, Vay. You could apply that to every single champion in the game. I think these are particular ones, and I will tell you why. There's something particularly interesting about them, and I wonder, well, yeah, let's just get into it. Is every single one of these champions, you will see has been, or I don't know, like we'll see, because the tier list won't come out for, my monthly tier list won't come out for at least a week, potentially 2. Depends on if I have time to thoroughly test Silver Sable or not. Okay. And in every single one of them, of these single champions, I had intended to actually demote them. Not because they were no longer good, but because their score in meta, as you know, we have a lot of different categories where we assign ratings to every single champion to try to balance this out and really provide like a full, robust picture on them. Every single one of them was going to fall. But the question I was going to pose to the Illuminati, the group that, you know, all the insanely smart, talented players, was, are they falling? Are we using them less because there's so many 7 stars in the game now? And 6 stars, unless you're Hulkling, unless you're Hercules, unless you're, you know, that nature of a champion, you're struggling to keep up a little bit, maybe. Or is it the meta is passing them by slightly? And I could make an argument for every single one of these champions that the meta has not passed them by, but let's call it there's water on the ship. It's not sunk. It's not even necessarily sinking, but it's not as foolproof as it was maybe even just 3 or 4 months ago. So I'm curious. I want your thoughts from the chat. I see, what's up, Faith? What's up, Moses? Thanos, Misery, Ice 2, Sammy, Fausty, Hurtin, what's up, buddy? Laser, Hoopster, Black Jam, OG, Highline, 32 months. Time flies, my friend. Happiest birthday to you, buddy. Looks like it was a big one. I love seeing all those photos. Happy birthday, buddy. And I believe, talking about all these incredibly smart people, I believe one of them has actually joined us on call. Campo, are you there?
Yo, Vega, what's going on, my friend?
Dude, this feels like the old days right now. This is like the golden era for me of MCoC YouTube. You know, we got a daytime stream. Campo's on call. DLL might join us. Like, this was it. This was the golden age. This was the golden age for me. Thanks so much for being here, man.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I feel the same way, man. It's definitely been a minute, but what an occasion, huh? Corvus.
Yeah.
Corvus is coming out.
Corvus.
I mean, the other ones too, but man.
Dude, MP Blades is even in chat. What the heck? Is this 2021?
That was just a week ago, I think. So
yeah. And I'm going to put up a poll here. Oh, and I didn't even introduce, because everyone's like, what do you have on the screen? On the screen, on the left-hand side, this was fully typed up and compiled by my man, Simula. I hope everyone's familiar with the channel. If you're not, go familiarize yourself. Get better at this game. What are you doing? The link to his channel is pinned in the comment section. Simula has done this all out. He's pretty confident on the math. I know Cam did one too, and I think they ended up with the exact same number. So I feel pretty good about it. I think DNA did one. So if those 3 minds all agree on math, I'm going to go with it. So that's what that is. We'll see if that actually plays out in the event. And then we'll kind of cover the web page here too, as I type up this poll. Campo, are you participating in this event? How are you approaching it?
Yeah, I am. I have a good amount of units, and I'm going to be using some of them. And I think my conservative plan is to just get the first guaranteed 7-star Omega Crystal, because there's some good stuff on the way up for that. And according to Sim, that's 6,000 units. I think on cams it was like 5,700, so there was a little discrepancy, but it's somewhere in that range. And I should be able to do that, without spending, just using the stored units. And then, depending on how things go and what it looks, we might go a little deeper. But that's my starting plan.
Do you like if you could give you're just like, hey, I'm a player of the game. Do you like this event? Like, if you're comfortable, if you're uncomfortable sharing that, I understand.
No. I actually like this a lot. I think this is sort of, they've been doing this type of thing lately where it's like the free to play, like literally if you don't spend a single unit, you still get some stuff. And then if you decide to spend a small amount of units, sort of that like low spend area player, you get like a really solid chunk. And then obviously there's a way to spend a lot and have that dollar go very far, right? We're talking about SIG 200 or SIG 100 Omega Red rank 3 on day 1, right? I mean, like that's the example of what's possible here. But I like the sort of the tip of the hat to the low spend, no spend players to be able to at least participate and still get a chunk. That's a good trend.
I really like that too. I felt like there was a pause there. If you had more, please go back.
No, I'm good. That's what I had. Yeah.
I really like that too. I did a prediction video for spring cleaning, and because it 8.4 had just come out, I went pretty strong. Like I was even predicting like an awakening gem for 7 stars. And then I think it was Kat was the first one to politely remind me. And then a couple other people did. And everyone was actually very polite about it. But they're like, hey, historically, spring cleaning's been like a spending only event. Mm-hmm. And that definitely caused me to go back and be like, okay, I'm going to go way down on my prediction because I just don't think they're going to have something as big as a 7-star awakening gem being a spending only event. So I in the pinned comment, let's say weakened my predictions, it's called. I'm not sure what the right term for that would be. And then, the event actually came and we found out about this part of it. And I was like,
right,
this is awesome. I genuinely really like that. And I know most of your like kind of casual, serious players probably aren't sitting on 30,000 units right now. I understand that. But you do have free to play players or lower spending players, let's call it, who are. And I like that like an event isn't like only spend. And this does feel very much tied into the spring cleaning event. I know they like have different names and all that, but it especially when they announced that this event was coming, it does feel like the dessert at the end of the meal. I'm not even sure. Like this is the second course, whatever analogy you want to come up with. It feels very much connected.
Yeah, I totally agree. And, they kind of did this last year, if you remember, because 7 stars themselves came out in May. And there was a big event that was pretty similar to this. It was when they started the Paragon crystals, and you could use units, and there was like a solo event, and I think an alliance event.
That's right. Yeah.
And that was right after spring cleaning, and it gave people a way to use units that they had either just bought or that they had stored up, and I think this is just sort of a bigger version of that.
Yeah, it does feel that way. And you reminded me, I actually live streamed that as well, purely coincidentally, and had an absolute blast with that. I pulled the Overseer, who at the time I felt like was the best 7-star in the crystal, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say that. People are like, this man, we can have no faith in this man's ability to, because was Titanium the base crystal? I think she was, right?
Yeah. We were, you know what? A year ago, people didn't realize how good Titania was. I hate to say it, but it's true. This was like the year of Titania. She just rose to the top of the science class. I feel like a year ago there was like Bitter Steel and a couple diehards, but as a community we weren't there yet.
Yeah, I have to say too. Like I think I was using her in war, and often I'd be like, I hit buttons, good things happened. She's got to be good, but I have no idea on how to predict how far this could go. We got this is seriously, this feels like 2002 all over again. We got MP Blaze in the chat. We got Usafa in the chat. What's up, buddy? Jason and Jamari Game. Jay Will, what's up, dude? Mr. Fernandez. Holy, this is like the whole reunions here, man. The whole gang. I knew I felt something stirring down. You know it, buddy. What's up, Mr. Clown? Thanks for being here, bud. Clown said you can use Omega Red if you are 3M. Yusafa. I mean, that's what I'd love to see. I ran the poll and I accidentally hit go. I don't know if YouTube does allow you to do 6 champions or 6 options in the poll, but those are the ones. I will just say, looking at it again, like, guys, I've moved to almost purely like Battlegrounds only. I've stepped out of Tier 1 War. It has actually been great for my mental outlook on the game. And so most of my rank ups and things like that will probably be Battleground focus. I'll still obviously be keeping in mind like enjoyment of the game and, you know, questing and all that stuff. So for me, I want Mole Man or Long Shot. I think those are the two they're going to have the most likely to have lasting influence on the mode that I'm currently enjoying the most. I do think Omega Sentinel is a good champion. I have a little bit of concern with her though on her lasting, particularly in Battlegrounds. I should say, I think every single of these champions, if you're interested in Battlegrounds at 7-star rank 3, is going to make an impact. It's just for how long. It is for that. Omega Red, as I said in kind of the intro of this, as the relationship between mutants and skill continues to evolve, we've got Negasonic Teenage Warhead coming. I am going to put out a separate video on that, like a bit of a warning to Kabam. I think they're going to handle it great, but I just want to make sure they don't kind of do to Bullseye what they did to Penny. And I think Omega Red is one of those champions where his utility might not be as valuable for a longer period of time because of that evolving relationship and because so many mutants can handle like a passive replacement now or things like that. There is the damage back mechanic, so I don't think Omega is dead. Let's put it that way. Mole Man, you know, as we joked about on the Discord server today, he got fixed. We're not going to relitigate that, whether it was a fix or nerf, but he did get fixed. And that weakened him a bit. Quicksilver, I loved, but I always understood when people would say like, yeah, but he's horrible to play. I can't get the timing down on the animations. I get that. I don't know if I'd be looking forward to do that. Plus, since Quicksilver came out, Science has they are like on the Drago program. Like they are so pumped full of steroids. Only very few people got that joke, but they're so roided up right now for the last like year or two that Quicksilver used to cover so much and do it like very well. I don't know. Long Shot, I think has lasting power. Mystic is so broad, let's call it, and he can do a variety of things. Like he doesn't have to. What is it? The Fate Seal, I believe it is off the SB2. He does have the SB1 route. He has a dual threat in Battlegrounds. And then, you know, Corvus, I think, is the pure wild card. I think someone's going to R3 Corvus, and they're going to put out some YouTube videos, some videos online, some videos on Discord, and they're just going to blow us all away. Like, was there anything there that you like really disagreed with? Because I'd love to get some other perspectives.
No, these, I mean, I think a lot of people are going to rank 3 Corvus in Tier 1 War. I just think, like, I was pretty convinced that Corvus and Omega Red were going to get the Quake treatment, where it was like, they're still relevant now if people have like ascended versions and stuff, but then, you know, over the next couple of years, they would start to get phased out. But we just started the clock over on Corvus because, you know, when there are rank 6 defenders, there's going to be rank 6 Corvuses, and that, you know, that could be years from now. So I guess I was surprised to see him because, in my opinion, he's always been relevant in war and content when you could have him at the max level. Yeah, and we were just about to get to the point where he was not at that level anymore, and now his clock restarted. So it's definitely an interesting turn of events.
I'm kind of shocked to see Corvus. That's the one I was like, when I think this crystal got leaked. I think so. And I was like, Corvus is the one that has me. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can't wait to watch these war videos. Campo, if you put some out, Yusafa, you got to do it. Simula, Jay Will, Clown, all my MP Blaze on my war video, guys. Dude, Spinnaker is even here. This is definitely 2022. We have stepped back in time.
Time warp, yeah.
Which also makes sense that we're talking about Corvus and Omega Red like this.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I really like your take on all these champs. I really agree with everything you said. I never quite got on the Quicksilver train, so in an odd way, I kind of want Quicksilver because I think I would actually give him a chance as a 7-star. I feel like I never ranked him as a 6-star, and I'm not really inclined to do so. So if I got him, I would definitely use him. He's a phenomenal champ. But man, Mole Man is so strong, and long shot, like you were saying, is just he's annoying on offense and defense. Doesn't really need the dupe. That just what it does, that unstoppable and unblockable nullify thing, could be interesting defensive threat. But yeah, he's a great champ. So you can't really lose with this crystal. I think the only one that may hurt a little bit is if you get only one copy of Omega Red and you don't have a way to awaken him.
Yeah.
That would be a little rough for some players. So I think other than that, though, unawakened, all these champions are quite good.
There's a ton of great points in there. And I do want to be clear because I don't want anyone to be like, oh, Vega thinks they all suck. I don't. We're still refining the tier list, big revamp. We go through it all in preparation for the June top 15s. Every single one of these champions, if they're demoted at all, and we may see things because people are going to have 7-star rank 3s today that were like, nope, top tier, Vega was wrong. Everyone cancel it, but turn off the fire alarm. They are amazing. If they are demoted, they will only be in the 2nd tier, which again, in my tier list, as you know, even the 4th tier is like, yes, yeah. If you know how to use them, rank them. So they're all very powerful. I'm excited about this event, and kind of to what Campo was just hitting is, I went all in on spring cleaning. I'm sitting on, you guys can't see my game here, but we'll reset it. It looks like the event is time to start. I'm sitting on just shy of 30,000 units. At the moment, I don't plan to get more units to get those final 2. I'm hoping to get Mole Man or Longshot, who I don't think really need that higher 6. So that's kind of as we go into this. Let's go ahead and take these down. So many people here. I'm sorry if I haven't said hi to William, Eric, O's fan, what's up, Mr. Belding? MCoC new, but we got an absolute legend here. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Laser, I hope I said hi to everyone. OYC, you guys know me. I like to make sure I say hello to everyone. Dot, what's up? Tobias Akbar. All right, we're logging in. Let's see what it has for us. And everyone remember, I think there's 2 different crystals. Just if anyone's going to make a mistake, let it be me, and then you can learn not to make that mistake. So let's go from there.
Yeah. And it looks like for 30,000, according to the math, it looks like you can still get a 2 to 3 gem with that. So that's pretty cool.
All right, let's take those down. Looks like Simula's saying that he does have an updated one. Link to Simula's channel is in the chat, the pinned comment, and then you can obviously check him out on Twitter too. I happen to be good friends with the man, but I liked his channel and his Twitter before we even became friends. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so they had mentioned deals in the post. Oh boy. Okay, we got a lot to look through here, guys, because this is going to be more. We will do the opening live. That's definitely happening, but I want to give out analysis. I want to kind of be smart about this. Campo, would you want me to share my screen, or are you just watching? Or are you like in game yourself? Or
yeah, I'm watching on YouTube, so there'll be a slight delay, but whatever you want to do is fine.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the game too because this is my first time seeing this kind of stuff, whatever these are.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, like I saw some comments that made me feel like there might be a different kind of crystal that's not going to give you like the full credit. That's why I'm definitely saying, what's up, Ghost Dog? That's why I'm saying, like, if someone's going to make a mistake, make sure it's me, not you. So this is just, okay. I currently do not plan to get these. That's a lot of money for a 1.5% chance. And I don't think you need that for the event. This is the Paragon one. And then, so that's Cavalier. So that makes sense that they're decreasing in strength. Okay, so I think that's just for people who want to have some fun opening crystals. So that's cool.
Is this the thing where, like, you know how when Banquet comes out, you can buy for $50, you can get like a bunch of Banquet crystals, and then it's technically like a better per unit deal. Is it kind of like that?
That's my sense on what that is.
Yeah.
I had a 2 on here, and I want to try to figure out why. Does anyone in the chat know why? What that 2 was for? Summoner's Market has bundles. Mr. Fernandez, are they basically just the bundles that we saw, though, or do they come with like units or something like that? I was curious if they were going to, because the spring cleaning event did not get you to all the units you would possibly need. $50 for 11 crystals. Yeah, that's not. I get it. If you want to have some fun, absolutely go for it.
It seems like if you were planning to buy units, then you for the crystals, like you should probably get one of those because it's a better deal. But if you already had your limit set and you have the units in hand, there's no need to buy those, if that makes sense, I think.
Maybe I should log into the store because I don't think I'm fully understanding what's on the store. I'll log in real quick, guys, and then we can take a look at it too. Because I'm even seeing someone say something about profile pictures, which I don't think would entice me to do it based on the champions.
I guess the Deathless Vision is the thing that is available now as the 2 extra things. So, which obviously we can't get him yet, but he's there, which is kind of cool.
Deathless Vision?
Those are what the little 2 announcements were for the store.
Okay.
You can't get him yet, but he's there.
Okay.
For later.
Okay, so we're not really missing anything then.
Yeah.
I mean, for now. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's anything to okay, so this is for the incursions event. This is for okay, this is for progression. I'm that doesn't really relate to what we're doing. This is for that. I actually have no idea what's going on in the side quest. Okay, this is the new EQ. Oh, wow. Okay, this is what you're saying. Thank you. Oh, that's a cool looking... Kind of is giving me Darth Maul vibes, dude.
Ooh, yeah. I like it. Yeah, that's the start of this whole journey for Vision now.
Wait, am I able to just claim? Oh, that's...
Yeah, this is just like one piece of the 5 pieces, yeah. So
I thought I got very excited. I thought I was getting the Deathless Vision for no good reason. Okay, so that's it. All right. So far, no massive mistakes that someone could accidentally make. This just looks like... Okay, this doesn't even look tied into the event. And
I guess it's in solo events, I guess.
Okay.
Is the thing you're working toward. So that Omega and Alpha things. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, this is as simple as go buy Valiant Omega crystals and open them, it appears.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Woo! We got that figured out. I mean, this feels a little like I'm doing this right? Okay, Valiant Omega crystal.
Yeah, maybe just do like a small pop first to kind of just see like where the points go, make sure everything looks right.
Yeah. And don't worry, guys, I will not spin them. Let's spin out one just to see what it looks like, but I will not spin them. I'm not looking to elongate this. Looks like someone already got Omega Red. That's awesome. MP Blaze, what MP get? 7-star long shot? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's huge. From a Valiant crystal too, not even from the So okay, are we seeing the 7 stars in the reel here?
Okay, something wild that I did not think was going to be the case. These appear to have the basic pool champions in them too. Why was Onslaught in there?
Well, Onslaught is in the basic pool now.
The basic 6-star pool.
Now, wait, are these
Did I open the wrong crystal? No.
Valiant Omega? That should be. Okay, so maybe someone in the chat can clarify, but are these like regular old base pool? These are like base pool, but the 7-star pool is the limited pool. Okay, I think that's what they're saying.
Okay.
So Onslaught rolled over into the base pool as
Okay.
a 6-star. Yeah, okay.
I gotta say, I like this event for up and coming players or limited spenders even better now too. Because now, like, dude, you might get 6-star Onslaught. Like, you might.
Yeah. Or you could get like 7-star Titania or something, you know. Although I don't know if the 7 stars include everybody, but well, either way.
So I guess we're for my purposes, guys, just for excitement level, we definitely want to see one new. Almost, if it doesn't say one new, nothing good has happened. For me personally. Peter, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here, man. Always appreciate all the great comments on the channel, buddy. I know you've made streams before, but like I said, I always appreciate all the great comments. I see Madrox, I see Acme, like everyone here. Thank you so much, guys. We're just gonna let's load up and just pop these. I did buy the right ones, right? I'm always so scared now. Okay, yeah. Valiant. And let's just pop them. Okay, no new. We're getting a lot of 7-star shards too, so we will open up a 7-star crystal. I think yeah, because there was 7-star shards in the event itself, I believe.
Yeah, and we can. Oh, speaking of Onslaught,
I mean,
yeah, and we can check your score too to kind of make sure that everything's going in the right place. It should be.
And I'm not encouraging someone to get units to open these. Crystals are almost never the way to advance your account. But if you had them, literally, I just got 6-star Onslaught and Hercules.
Right, if you needed them.
Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Yeah, it looks like the Omega and the Alpha route are going good. So
okay, awesome.
I say let's just open up a bunch, then we'll go through and
you get some of the units back. So, you know, if you run out of units or anything, then you can claim some of the milestones and get some of them back. That was part of Sim's calculation. Was sort of the net that you have to spend. So, but yeah, we might as well. I mean,
yeah, I am going.
Yeah, we're using the units.
Yeah, I'm not looking to optimize my unit usage here. All right,
sweet.
So let's go. Let's do this, man. Yeah, thousands of people, literally. Like, it even took a while for me to get into the server when we first started. One new.
Oh boy.
All right. I just be like, now that we're actually in the moment, I most want long shot and mole. Omega Red would be fun. I was never an Omega Red player, so kind of like Campo said earlier in the stream, getting a new champion would be cool. I really loved Omega Sentinel. I have concerns about her given the relationship of the classes. So here we go. So let's go ahead and slide on by. Ooh, I was like, you know what? There probably actually are some 6-stars I don't have. So I was a little like, it was like if it's like a 5-star. I actually, guys, there is a chance this is not a 7-star. Okay, but that is a purple border.
Okay.
Only the is that only the benign or only the begin? It just pulls 7-star long shot. So let's hope for Corvus. Okay, I mean that's pretty cool.
Oh man, you got Corvus.
Yeah, I mean
that's funny, man.
It's interesting, like the mentality of this, because this is so like. I did the spring cleaning for the spring cleaning. Like, this all feels like just extra fun. Like, yeah, I'm genuinely pumped up on that.
Oh, did we get another one new?
What? Wait.
Or no, or is that's the same one? Sorry.
No, but look, that's a 7-star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I guess it is the full 7-star pool too. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, MP Blaze got 7-star spot.
Oh man, okay, that's not bad at all.
Jordan got 7-star Mega Sentinel. I mean, she's great. Like, please don't take anything that I say sounding negative to mean they're not good. They're going to be in the second tier in the tier list. Like, these are phenomenal champions. Wow. Okay, and Blaze got spot. Jacob, what's up, dude? Okay. I'm actually going to back out because I want to be... No, it'll say 2 new. We don't need to back out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I got excited because I saw 1 new again and forgot it didn't reset.
Yeah, same here. I make that mistake so often.
Corvus Glaive, though, man. Look at that. Oh, what?
Dude, I apologize now for stealing the luck. I apologize to all of you viewers now. Oh, man. And Jordan just duped their 7-star Mega Sentinel. That's pretty awesome. Like, this is fun. Kudos to Kabam. They pulled off a spending event and made it fun for people. Kudos. Okay. All right. There's our 6-star mole. I might accidentally call him Mole God today, dude, if I pull him. As much as I tend to have disdain for those nicknames. I loved waking up and see that you were being a menace in the Discord server this morning. Okay.
Yeah, no, Mole God all the way. All right, well, there's a purple border.
Oh, wait, that's the Corvus. Okay.
Oh my!
So I guess we'll remember that for next time. Oh, it's Quicksilver.
All right, that's great. That's great.
I really do like.
Really good.
I played him so much in effort to try to convince the community to give him a second chance. That like it's the opposite of what you were saying earlier about like the new champion, you know?
Yeah. Well, I guess you're going to be using him for the next couple of years now.
Well, so here's the other thing. And Blaze, you're going to cry in happiness, right? Because Blaze loves Quicksilver. The thing for me with Quicksilver, here's the other reason why you probably saw a little disappointment come over my face is Quicksilver's the one champion. Quicksilver and Omega Red are the 2 champions that would probably entice me to finish off the event and go and get units so that I could get them the 6 stones and all that. So
yeah,
that's the other very, very personal problem. Very, very personal. Not a problem for other people, but all right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Phillips is saying there's a new bundle on the store, $80 for 12 Valiant and 1 set. Oh, so it's for the 7-star crystal? I mean, that's a gamble though, right? Like, because, well, no, yeah, it's still a gamble. They're all gambles.
Yeah, this is a very RNG type event, you know?
Yeah.
So you just have to know that going in. You're not getting like guaranteed rank up materials. You are a little bit in the milestones, but this is mostly about that like adrenaline and pure fun and opening crystals.
Oh, yeah. Like, 100%. Like, I feel like I've had like 2 cups of coffee right now.
Perfect.
I think Blaze is going to show us stuff with Quicksilver that has me right back into the highest tier, isn't it?
Can't wait.
Yeah. Okay. We've gone back down to what the crystals normally should be.
For sure.
All right. So now we got a bunch of goodies to go collect, though. Because for our hard work, I have earned points in the event.
Yeah, man, it's a tough life, but you know, someone had to do it, right?
So I actually want to take a quick second here. Dopamine hit for reals, Mr. Phillips, is what Clown is saying, Mr. Fans, for everyone who's listening or can't see chat, maybe watching some playback, is he's saying, I've now pulled QS 3 times, shoot me. And I get it because he's not a fan of Quicksilver, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Fernandez, but I believe that's the case. Here's the thing, though, is that means you now could get him to SIG 200, right? Like in this event alone. Or SIG 1.
Yeah, you get 100. Yeah.
Yeah. So
you get 100. Well, actually, no, you get 120 SIGs because you can guarantee another dupe. So yeah, you'd pretty much get there.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it for you personally. That's like making you eat broccoli all day, every day for many days. Like, I get it. Like, no one wants to do that. But for someone that might be Really cool. Oh, so okay. I don't want to take up the time with me choosing selectors. We could just go to the stash, right, and do this. Or I guess I don't have to claim them.
Yeah, that might make sense.
Okay.
But you'll get some Valiant crystals just straight up, right? So you can just open those, and you'll be getting your guaranteed 7-star. So there's a lot more to open before you even spend another unit. It looks like.
Okay. Cool. What is this? This is just okay. So
That's tier 6. So yeah, you can save that.
I thought this
There's
was
a full
cool.
ascension.
Yeah, there's 2 of them in here. I have some choices to make there that I don't think I should make today because I'd like to see the BG's meta for next season. Before I do that, we're going to be short on a Titan. I don't think we're opening a Titan today, guys. I had hoped we would. Okay, so we're almost there for that. Now, let's claim here. Did anyone ever calculate, is there a way for someone to actually come out like net even on units and participate in this event?
I think this time, no. There may be a level where you can kind of like maximize the amount you get for getting some back, but I don't believe so. I think with the 7-star event last year, there was a way to stop like 2/3 up and then net units, but not this time.
I mean, this is
And that was mostly because we had the quest. Remember, there was that like shooting stars quest, so that contributed a ton of points.
okay.
This is only crystal opening. That's the difference.
Okay. Okay, so now we go here. I feel like I've done something. Oh, the units. So
Yeah, you got like 4K units back.
I don't want to waste units, guys. So I'm not gonna buy the next 3,000 now. I want to open this in and see where we're at. If
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I was going to suggest that, so I'm glad you're
Okay.
thinking the same way.
No,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, well, I don't want to go down to 500 units if I don't have to. So, yeah, let's hope we see one new again. It's kind of exciting to think that I could awaken Quicksilver or Corvus. Obviously, the dupe on Corvus would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs like Sig 1.
Sig 1. Right. I saw Longshot's profile picture and got it.
Right.
Whoa!
Right. Oh man, look at that. Is that a first time awakening?
No, they're
Oh, okay.
They were either Sig 20 or Sig 40. I remember because I was very excited and took them to rank 2, and they're on my defense. Dude, someone out there is like crushing this. Somewhere out there in MCoC land is like awakening Silk or something.
Yeah, I know. That's the crazy thing is you could get any 7-star.
I did not realize that. I would not have guessed that, and I definitely didn't read that. That was not my understanding based on the post.
Yeah, I was tracking that this was just the 6, but like 5, 6, and 7 versions of them, so that you'd be getting like a ton of 5-star mole men and stuff. But this is a lot better.
Just for people interested in the like break-even points or the smaller spend units, looks like we got Dragon, Ace Fusion, and I saw a couple other people put in some really good parts. So check out the chat there if you're looking to really be optimal with your units, which I think is smart. Like there you go, Sound Rap pulled Sam Wilson, cool. I mean, he's good. He's good, but then got Ham and Omega Red, like.
That's massive, man. Ham is such a good basic pull right now.
Yeah. All right. So now, yeah. So, shoot. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to pick this. Here, let's just do that. And don't want to do that now. All right.
Okay,
so
that's the 7-star crystal that you got from the alpha.
Yeah, and
So that event's good.
Okay, so that's done. So the alpha route is now done. It's this one. Do we get points for opening up those 7-star crystals?
I don't think so. I think it's only the Valiant crystals or like Paragon equivalent. Yeah,
Okay.
right. So you can open it for fun, but
All right, so let's do this then.
yeah, I think you do need to keep going to get some more free 7-star crystals according to Sim's spreadsheet.
Okay. All right. This is how crystals more normally look.
Quicksilver 6-star, I feel like has popped up like 100 times. I've seen him so many times.
He's like, remember me? You used to love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the poll. I think I got too excited and hit start poll a little too early. But this does show, the community mole man seems to be at least from these 4. All right, so running that poll. All right, it's time to. I know we still got 2 more.
Okay, there's the 1 to 2 gem.
Okay, but we're shy of that.
Yeah, those are 5 more ones, and then you get more units there, and then 10 more. Okay.
How short am I? I actually started with like 2,900 units.
Let's see. I'm gonna look for Sim's Twitter real quick, and Sim, feel free to chime in too, because I think, yeah, you've probably spent like
20. I've spent 2,700.
yeah net because you got a bunch of them back, but I think the spreadsheet is net units spent.
So I should open up 1,500 more. My math is probably wrong.
Are you trying to get to the 2 to 3 gem
Yeah.
for 340 points? Yeah. I feel like you're gonna have to come pretty close to
Zeroing
everything
out.
for that. Yeah.
All right. Oops. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and
Yeah.
it's too late to
You'll
back
at least
out
want to
now.
get we're in it.
Yeah.
But and you'll get more units in like one of the milestones coming up too. So that'll and more crystals to open, which will be like a feedback loop of more points.
All right. See, now hard work and skill is coming into play.
Oh yeah, this is next level. It's like, trying to figure out the side quest on any given month in MCoC is
All right. So now hopefully these 5 get us to the next threshold of units. Whoa!
What?
I wasn't expecting a 5 pop to do anything, so I was literally looking down and then I saw the Corvus.
Holy. That's a monster, man. That's massive. Man.
I mean, R3 Corvus, throw on recoil, which is now not that hard to do in the game anymore. I know it was never hard, but you could admit it. Everyone was annoyed that they had to take those 45 seconds to do it.
Power backs, 3 out of 3 recoil, you're good, man.
Just go and crush.
Forget about it. Like, you'll be taking rank 3 Sasquatches with them in no time.
You got the dopamine going now, Campo. Shoot, we're just shy here. Let's see if 1 crystal will do it.
If 1 crystal doesn't, then Crashed is a mad genius because he's making us just keep going.
I know. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's short.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I mean, we're not going to stop now, everybody. It's just I didn't want to need to go to the store. Shoot. Mad geniuses, these people at Kabam. None of this is on screen, right? So I don't need to like do the be right back screen or anything. Yeah, okay. Someone said that there was a deal. Oh yeah, there are a bunch of deals now. Okay, they don't come with units though. So And I would R3, even if like I just got a bunch of Corvuses from here out, I would definitely take them to R3. Like it would be worth the, another 1,000 units or whatever. Let's open up a 7-star
Yeah, we've got those ones too.
just to make sure it doesn't, like, what if Kabam made a mistake and it does give us points? It could happen, right? Where is it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, you got some paragons, so those will add points. That's actually good.
Will it?
Yeah, the paragons, I think, are not as powerful. But these add points to the event. So this might have been what we missed on the spreadsheet. Because I was thinking that you would be farther along on the event. So I think it's these things.
Oh, I was not aware of that. Okay.
Yeah, those must have been from the alpha solo event. You got some of those less powerful crystals. Okay.
Where am I 7-star? Okay, there they are. I was like, don't you
Oh man, so you got
all.
all three. Yeah, so you got all three of those. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so now we're really close to this threshold, but we're gonna get units and then crystals. Okay, cool. Whew.
Okay, so there's more points.
Crash is now like, wait, I'm still a mad genius though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you are, Crash.
Yeah.
All right. So, wait, did I not get unit? All right, whatever. If something was wrong, I'm no.
Oh yeah, there's the units. The units were late. They just showed up.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah. That was like a Matrix moment. Oh, that was like a woman in red dress moment. So, okay. It's funny how I now like am checking. Like I'm almost expecting a 7-star.
Yeah, like Sig 40 Corvus right around the corner.
BK's Finest crushed it too.
Nice. This is getting me pumped, man. I think I might use more units now. Just watching this, it's pretty wild times here. So
I think because it's like once you actually get them, I'm probably going a little too far. Like I was probably a little too negative, and now I'm probably a little too pumped up. But it's like reminding me like how powerful these champions are. My whole like they're in the second tier.
Right.
Okay, whenever we said someone out there in MCoC land was crushing this, BK's Finest pulled Corvus twice, Quicksilver, Omega Red, and Mole Man, and then also duped their Juggernaut.
That's a great stack right there. My God. Wow.
That's illegal.
Hey!
Hey, Dilo.
It is now.
How's it going, guys?
It is now completely 2021. What's up?
Yeah, we've returned.
Hey, let's answer this question from Wayne really quick. Thank you for the donation there, Wayne. You guys are so smart. Period. It's a period there. Then, what stat focus for Omega Sentinel? Crit? I mean, she hits so hard. She has like the highest attack rating in the game, right? Or one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think second or third now.
Stimula's like, thank you for reading what I wrote, Vega. Any other thoughts on that? Like that? I mean, that's just.
Yeah, I think crit rate over special damage for her because a lot of her special damage is red, incinerate, or plasma, which doesn't get affected by the special damage stat focus itself because it's just like a prowess. So probably just crit rate for your basic hits and crits on the specials.
And then right now, everyone, let's give a nice internet hug to Mr. Fernandez. I'm sorry, and it looks like Mr. Belding too. Sorry, guys. Other people are still in the lock, and I appear to be one of them. It sucks. We've all been there. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now let's get back to the fun. All right. All right. DL, just to catch you up, just purely on the Valiant crystals alone, we have awakened Corvus and pulled Quicksilver. And gotten 26 on Kindred and 20 on Gilly 99. So, yeah.
Oh, dang.
I did not, none of us, it seems like none of us realized that the base pull 7-stars would also be in the crystals. That's crazy.
Have we talked about the web store stuff? Because I just opened it. This is news to me.
That I only saw the $50 deal, but someone was saying there was an $80 deal.
Yeah, the $80 deal appeals to be another one of just the 7-star crystal, right?
Right. It's a guaranteed 7-star crystal and then 12 of the Valiant crystals. So you're basically paying $30 on top of the $50 one to get a guaranteed 7-star.
I think that, like
think
that,
I'm going to do that.
You are okay. Do you mind? We're gonna pause it for a second, and then we'll get back to my opening, because that's really interesting to me. The way I was going to format that, I would have thought would not be something you'd want. Do you mind telling us why you're interested in it?
Yeah, basically, I haven't done the math yet, so I'm not like slamming it. But I have at the moment 25,000 units that I've saved up / bought at spring cleaning. And the way I'm thinking about it is that I was kind of soft planning to get the $50 bundle that I expected there to be. Because I figured that would probably move me one more milestone.
Got it.
And I figured it was better to do that $50 here than to do it in spring cleaning, because I didn't necessarily want $50 more worth of Pooley stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of soft priced in to $50 today. And so then looking at it as spending $30 more to get one more swing at the 7 stars when I know I'm not going for the selector is actually really efficient.
You know what, dude? And this is why we asked DLL the big questions. Is I completely forgot to count in basically that those extra Valiant crystals will give you points in the event.
Right. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, the 7-star crystal doesn't give you points in the event. Why would I do this? Those really low chance Valiant crystals give you points for the event, so there actually is value in them. Okay, yeah.
And dollar to dollar, you get more points per dollar buying one of those bundles, even the $50 one, versus just buying units to buy the crystals anyway.
Okay.
So that's what, like, if you're going to spend, don't just buy like a regular old Odin for this event. You know, if you were going to just spend the units immediately on the crystals, get the $50 or $80 deal. That's just a tip for anyone out there.
Exactly.
So when I say I have really smart friends, this is it. Like,
and I did notice that there is a limit of 1 on the $80 thing.
I mean,
Which is probably good.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot. Now, okay. You guys just made 2 really good points that I'll admit I had not thought through on either of them. And it's great advice to viewers, so I'm glad that happened. I now am going to move to my 7. What's this? This is just...
That looks like debug text.
It's like Deadpool has hacked the contest again.
Okay. All right. That's fine. It does feel really weird to be spending units on crystals and just totally passing over Kushala, but she'll understand.
It feels so wrong, right?
But and Mike, I was like, Kushala, you understand guaranteed value on these other ones. Like, I could get nothing with you. Okay. Everyone's like,
gambling for guaranteed value. What a day.
Does Vega know she's not real? I think he knows. I don't know. Okay. So now we're at this point, and I will make the decision on that DL and Campo have been talking about after we open these. I'm not even going to make any proclamations. I'm way more excited about Awakened Corvus than I thought I would be. So that's already kind of, and Mr. Fernandez has now pulled Quicksilver number 4. You can get him to SIG 200, dude. I'm sorry. I know. Trust me, I
His
understand.
prestige is still okay, right? I mean,
Yeah.
SIG 200.
All right, so
also you do have, I think you have 5 crystals worth of units if you wanted to still do those too. Just FYI.
oh, if we get to that point, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have the Awakening gem, right?
Yeah, I think you went up to the 2 to 3 gem.
Oh, it's the Omega event. The Omega.
Man, the 6-star drop rate in these isn't anything to sneeze at either.
No, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That like, if you were an upcoming
Onslaught.
player,
Yeah.
I pulled a pop. I had a 10 pop with like Onslaught and Hercules in it. I was like, yeah, that would transform someone's account right there. Okay, so I've already got the Awakening gem.
Or you were just shy of it, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. But we do have the 2-3. All right. So we'll one problem at a time, or not, or one thing to figure out at a time here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. MP Blaze, congrats on the spot, man. Ronald Allens duped their moment. Congratulations. This is awesome. Black Jam, thanks for being here, bud.
Two polls of spot from Valiant Crystals for MP Blaze is pretty wild. Because he pulled them for the first time earlier.
Oh, I didn't see that in the chat.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah, Jackson, basically, I was like, honey, I swear, I'm not cheating on you. It's guaranteed value over here. You understand? You don't want me wasting my units? All right. Enough with this. I'm obviously trying to buy time because I'm excited. All right.
Okay.
I think I still want Mole Man and Longshot, though.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I cannot believe I'm disappointed in Quicksilver. It is such a weird world that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
He does need his dupe the least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless if you're doing that crazy, like, special 3 rotation stuff, right?
I pretend that doesn't exist. Maybe to my detriment, but I pretend it doesn't exist.
Mr. Fernandez, thank you. If no one got me, Clown got me. I loved that champion. And he's still incredibly powerful. We did a lengthy talk on all of these champions earlier. I'm happy to revisit while I think through what to do next.
Yeah, getting a new one is what we want now.
Yeah, come on. I mean, again, really good champion.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, she's one of my favorites, but I feel you, man. I feel it.
all right, come on, make life easier on me, guys. I think Mole Man would be the one that I would pull and be the most likely to just be like, okay, we're done. We're stopping. Here we go. Oh, man.
I've now opened 80 myself.
Oh man, I gotta get started, guys.
I was averaging 1 7-star per 10 pop for a little bit. Oh,
There he
Yeah,
is.
all right, cool. Like when it was long shot Mole Man, I was like, we won.
Yeah.
We won.
W, man. That's great, man. He doesn't really need his awakening either, honestly.
No, he really doesn't, because isn't it all of it as he's losing health? And the reason I would want him is Battlegrounds.
Right.
So hopefully I'm not,
Yeah.
I guess defensive.
And he's got stat focus and guaranteed crits. I think he's fine.
right.
Yeah, damage ain't his problem.
Yeah.
And Pablo, absolutely, man. Absolutely. All these champs are great. Like, I could not agree more.
You got 4 of them, dude. I mean, that's you because you got the Corvus too. So 4 out of 6. That's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, and here's the like $1 billion question is, what's left? It is Sig Stones, Corvus, Sig 1, fine. Mole, as we're saying, probably doesn't even need to be awakened. I guess like Kicks and Giggles could awaken him though. Or right? Oh no. I'm shy of the awakening gem too. I think I'm in a really good position to just stop.
Well,
No.
here's the thing, man, and I don't want to tempt you, but
No, please.
that final milestone is a selector, so it kind of comes down to if you want to try for long shot or not, I think.
Yep.
I want to stay married, so I'll just bask in your excitement awards and like Smart man, Brandon. Smart man, Mr. Gamelli. Longshot doesn't need the awakening. I don't think so.
We're
Yeah, I know. Just pretend
I
like
think
it
at
was,
low sig, it's not very reliable. Like his buff steel thing.
That is accurate. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good awakened ability, but he definitely, like 20% or so.
Like if I had
Right.
pulled Longshot and awakened him, I would maybe throw the SIGs in him if I was taking him to rank 3. But like,
Yes.
I don't think I'm as of. Guys, I think I opened up the free crystals. It's interesting that people are telling me I don't need to. Mr. Belden just got Longshot. Congratulations. I'm gonna keep streaming. Or let's DLL or Campo. Or do you guys gonna stream this or
No, I'm at work. I'm just recording as I go.
I got to do this later anyway. So,
okay. I think we're not ending the stream yet. But just because I don't like wasting folks' time. I don't think I'm gonna make this decision now. And I don't think I'm going to. Oh, you know what? We've got other crystals to open. What am I doing? Where is it? There it is. We're going to be able to open up at least one 7-star, and depending on how this goes, we might be able to open up 2. Wouldn't you believe it?
of course.
But we've probably got a ton of
You'll
6
play
stars.
one round of incursions.
Or you could probably do the battlegrounds currency too if needed.
The
Or
event started
one of these.
today, right? The incursions event.
Yep.
Oh, geez, it did. You're right.
I think Bitter is streaming it, so we'll probably raid Bitter
that's
after
cool.
this. Let's open up 2 7-stars. Yeah, let's open up 2 7-stars while I continue to think through what to do there. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take up Corvus and Mole to rank 2, probably definitely Mole. And maybe we just go and play around with him for a little bit and just see how, like, what that is, how eye-popping that might potentially be.
Mhm.
And then that'll
that
help
sounds
me
great.
kind of make a little bit more of an informed decision, because this event does go for another, I think, week.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, Leo is saying I don't need to buy it, just do the Delta mission event. Oh. All right, we'll check that out. Let's open up these 2 crystals and then we'll check that out.
I'm
Thank you.
trying to remember the Delta mission. There's because Cav crystals don't count for the Omega event, right?
I don't think so, and that was the big concern. I was mistake I was worried about making earlier when I was telling people I was like, let me make the mistake. Don't like wait to see and make sure we open it. We'll check that out. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right, let's we've been having so much fun. Let's keep it going and awaken. Get Juggernaut and awaken Silk. I just think it would be. I think it'd be nice. I think it would be nice. I think it would be fun. Ain't never gonna complain about Shang-Chi. That's cool.
Yeah. He's one of your original guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I need him at 660 though, but so he's kind of in a way how I feel about Quicksilver, where I'm like, there's still amazing champions, and maybe it's just time's gone on and I've, fell in love with others. But he's still amazing.
Yeah.
Richard Romero pulled Corvus, Longshot, and Moleman, then awaken all of them. That's pretty much ideal. Although now, do you have someone to use your awakening gem on? Did you get an awakening gem? I'm curious on that one. Because someone brought up, what if you pull all of them and awaken all of them, and then you have the awakening gem? You're just like, what do I do with this?
That's true.
Okay. We can still get Juggernaut or Silk, though. It could still happen. Can't get both, but could get one. Very happy to get Sigs on Killmonger. He's like a staple. Yeah, he's a staple in my Battlegrounds deck. So what's his Sig at now? 80? That's for a 7-star? That's really good. That's really good. Battlegrounds meta announcement on the forums. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna check that out. Mr. Romero did not go as far as Awakening Gems. So I mean that's huge then. You got them all awakened. My initial thought was that'd be incredible. NMP Blades is incorrect. No points to the Omega Trap from Cap. Okay. So it would be I want to rank up Mole and go beat up some stuff with him because I got one of the two that I said I most wanted because I thought they would be I thought they were the two most likely to have lasting power in Battlegrounds, which is the mode of the game that I am currently most focused on by far. I think they all have a lot of power. I think every champion in here has a lot of power and is at worst in the second tier of the tier list that myself and these fine gentlemen all contribute to. And in that tier list, even the fourth tier is a good champion. So if you're in the second tier, you're a phenomenal champion. Oops,
yeah, definitely.
That didn't work.
I mean, Mole Man kind of made a slight resurgence with was it last? When was he Tactic? Was that the previous war season?
Yeah, I think it was. Don't I have a 1/2 gem for?
I think you can hit that little
arrow there. Yeah.
Yeah. There it is. I'm glad they added that UI change because I remember like it would always default to a certain one and you couldn't use the other one. So that's cool.
Gosh, it is so. I mean, this is so stream of consciousness right now. I understand that, but I will say what the thing that just popped into my mind was Mole doesn't need the awakening.
Yeah,
like, we're using the term "need" very loosely here, guys. Mole doesn't need it. Corvus, I got awakened. I could finish this off. Select long shot. Throw all the Sigs into him.
Yep.
And I think according to Stim's numbers, like you would need the equivalent of about 6,000 units to do that. I don't know how that $80 thing plays into that.
Yeah,
it might be like
that would be the most efficient. Would be buy the $80 thing once and then the $50 thing once, and you'd technically go a little bit over, but I think that would be the best bang for the buck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that should get you over the finish line. I'm pretty sure. And you also have 5 crystals left in units on hand.
And that would be 130 and another 7-star spin as opposed to just dropping the 200.
I mean, like, just again, this is just a forthright conversation. Like, we actually talked about this briefly on the Discord server today. As I was saying, it's a little different. Like, my YouTube videos completely cover all spending in MCoC. So I don't want any viewer to come away thinking like, wow, that's not very much money. It's a lot of money. It is a tremendous amount of money, but it's a little different given my scenario.
Yeah, and like to follow up on that, like it's always the way it adds up. Like $80 today, $130 today, like you might have that, but then if next month you want to spend $130, and then the next month you want to spend 100, like that's where it adds up.
100%.
So yeah, that's kind of what you're saying, I think.
Oh, 100%. And I'm like, again, I'm like, here's a review on this champion, and then it's like, okay, that paid for this or whatever. It's just I just want to make it clear.
If you can't go out and buy a car without prep, then you should be budgeting what you're spending.
Yeah, just trying to be responsible. Yes. And the like, here's what you're seeing versus yeah. Okay. So I never was a Mole player. That's the other thing that's happening right now.
I hear you parry heavy a couple times, then you block and the opponent dies.
I like that plan.
Oh, we should give him a little stat focus.
Oh yeah, I don't. He's got no relic. He's got no stat. But what am I doing?
Maybe a little. Should he do crit damage? Maybe.
Yeah, because he
Probably
gets
special damage.
Special dan yeah, that's special if you're going for special twos.
doesn't he get guaranteed crit so when he goes into frenzy?
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you're trading like you to hit the I next to critical damage rating. So yeah, so that's the thing. You're getting 4% more damage on all of your guaranteed crits, which will include all of your basics. And you have to decide whether 4.4% more on all hits or 8% more on special hits is more important. My suspicion is special hits win, because those hits are bigger, but...
Got it. And we've got some questions. This is a good time to kind of like see if we can answer some updates in the questions in the chat. I have 23 units. Can I get the 2-3 gem? 23,000 units, not 23.
I don't think so. I think that was closer to 27 according to Sim in the latest. Yeah.
Yeah. I had 25,000 to start, and I needed to buy the $80 thing to get me to the 2 to 3. So I have now done that.
And I saw a question about Omega Sentinel Awakening. I recall really liking her Awakening and having a high sig, because I think that's what like replaced her armors when she threw a special. And I liked
she recharges her armors, and she also does the thing where she applies extra plasmas when the opponent has prowess. I believe that's SIG only.
Yes. And I think the
I
armor
find myself
thing
missing that. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, the armor thing is the one that scales, if I recall. And so you, especially for defense, that's really good, because then the special ones aren't going to clear all her armors. And then the other part of it, there's like, is it energy resistance or something? I found that one's not super impactful. But the prowess punishing is really nice for a lot of like fighting Sauron or something. It really shows up.
Yeah.
But I think you still got a champion who can, obviously have tracking, heal block, and can really produce some great, I think, consistent numbers offensively.
Right. And one of the only nullify immune techs as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was considering going in and getting my 7-star Nightcrawler duped. I don't have him yet, because I haven't, I was considering it. And I'm wondering if for significantly less, I could just get long shot awakened in Sig 160 at rank 3.
I'm staring down whether I grab the gem, because, spoiler alert, for those of you who will watch my catch-up later, the very last 7-star I pulled was long shot.
Nice.
Oh, that's great, man.
Thanks.
And you had him at rank 5, like, kind of early, right?
Yes, I've had him ascended for months.
Yeah, I remember, like, you being a long shot guy for a while.
No Quicksilver, but it is what it is. What I said in SSX main this morning was, I hope everybody gets one of their top 3, because really, what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
You know what? We might not need long shot.
That was decent. Class dis, everything. Yeah.
I mean, again, this Deadpool only has like 160,000 health now. Like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, wow, but I in my Battlegrounds deck, I run deep wounds.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be great. And he can be sneaky on defense, depending on the meta. Because, like, you can't hit his block, So that sometimes comes into play.
What is... the Negasonic will do a path. She still can't hit his block, can she?
No, because she doesn't have any anti-unstoppable.
Yeah, she could parry him,
Yes.
but he could still stall for a while because... And it's not like you're going to face a deck with 30 Negasonics anyway, so...
No, he's generally, I think, more scared of Danny, but
because of the slow.
yeah, there aren't a lot of counters.
That's right, because his true accuracy counters evade and auto block,
Auto
right?
block.
Yeah.
Richard pulled Koros on 10 pop on a second account. That's perfect. Congratulations, buddy. Joey, what's up, bud? Pulled long shot 5 times.
Man,
Woof.
Congrats on
Ricardo.
the 6.
that's crazy.
Hey, Clown did get Danny on the mommy account. That's awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Does he like Danny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. We'll take a win for Clown. Yeah, the thing I love about Mole Man is like 100% of his utility is just there in the base kit without the awakening. The shrug, the true accuracy, the guaranteed crits. It's there.
Yup.
And the whole
he-
reason
he-
for this is okay. So I accidentally missed a parry, but that didn't trigger the.
It's got to be over 5 for that to happen.
Guys,
Yeah.
I got 46 on Domino today.
Nice. I mean, I
Wow.
like it.
I feel so guilty.
Yeah, I understand. Don't tell Sim; he won't appreciate that.
God, she might have to go rank 3.
Yeah.
Oh my god. At rank 3, this guy would have just done 200k damage in like nothing.
And this is without recoil masteries too, which is one of the ways you may want to run him depending on the situation.
Right.
This is cool. It's cool to see people like, what's up, Alaric? Like 7 start pulling. This is what we were talking about earlier, like why I do ultimately like this event. And I am completely tying it in with the spring cleaning. It made me feel a lot better about spring cleaning, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
How many points is buying 2 $50 deals?
If you're buying them on the web store, that's 11, so 44.
Um,
Also, a general reminder to people, because I've seen some confusion on this. The web store and the in-game limits are shared and have been for a while now. So don't plan that you can spend 80 here and 80 there and factor that in, kind of thing. You don't want to find that out after you've already put money down.
Yeah. That
um,
makes sense.
I almost definitely will not do it on stream right now, but I would like the stream's opinion and Campo and DLL. Given my priorities in the game, given that like I said, YouTube essentially will cover the cost of it. What would you guys advise? And because we have Mole Man and Longshot rated almost exactly the same in the Battlegrounds tier list, even with the update.
Right.
They're obviously incredibly different champions. Both dual threats, though.
The way I would look at it is that Mole Man is worthy of the rank 3 gem. If you stop here and you do nothing else, you're happy.
Yeah.
I think the question you ask is, do I want to spend $133 to have both Mole Man and Longshot? And I would just kind of assume that one is rank 3 and one is rank 2.
So I know your Mystic class is already so stacked.
Yeah.
So I don't say that necessarily the question is no, but how would he add to that? And would you be drafting him over America and over Kushala and stuff like that?
Right.
You may, because he does different things. But I know I'm not sure what your skill kind of your nuke skills look like.
He's an interesting one though, right? Like, because and I like the analysis from both of you. Because what DL said, I was like, that's actually kind of a great point too. Is it's like, it's based on what we know and what Kabam has done so far, which doesn't mean that's what they'll do in the future, but it's the best. It's the best predictor we have at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when they do this sort of like grouping of champions, we're not going to see them in like the Titan or the basic soon. Right, like we don't see Shocker even in the Titan right now, and that was what, December of last year. So this is a way. Like the question isn't just which one do I want R3. The question is,
Do you want both?
Do you want both? Yeah, because I could obviously rank 2 both, and rank 3 one, and then rank 3 the other one on the way. And then Campo, I like your analysis too, because is Mole Man good against Photon? Like I've never even. She's bleed immune. He's gonna shrug all her debuffs though until she puts so many on him that he's then in.
He can block unblockable,
including that special.
Yep.
All the time. Isn't there some contingencies?
Once he had. I think he just has to have literally one mass. And the way it works is that if you're not in Frenzy, then you lose all of them when you block unblockable. But if you're in Frenzy, that overrides the removal, and you can just chill with it.
One of the issues is that like landing heavies is going to be a little difficult because his short range heavy, you'd have to duel to make sure that if you bait her heavy, you could land it. Because I know his range is very low, and you obviously can't parry heavy her.
Right.
So that would be something to test.
You might be able to use his counterpunch heavy to land it, but that's going to mean more damage.
This is kind of why, to go back to like the start of the stream a little bit, I was talking about, were these guys, and I hate saying like falling out of the meta because they're still very incredibly meta relevant. Were we not seeing them as much because they just weren't 7 stars? And 7 stars are everywhere. Or is it like their meta value has gone slightly down? Like to put a number out, let's say they were all 10 out of 10s and now they're like 9s. And I think we just weren't going to know until they were available as 7s.
Right. Because one thing I want to say is that like I think Viv is another example of somebody who would be incredible as a 7-star, but like it's not just a. I think one thing that gets lost in this discourse sometimes is that like great as a 7-star or fine as a 6-star, like it's not necessarily a measure of quality in my mind. It's a measure of reach. How much do different characters punch up or down? How well do they punch up? And so for like, somebody like Hulkling, he punches up incredibly well. And so like a 7-star Hulkling would obviously be insane, but it doesn't feel as like important to his place in the meta as a 7-star Viv would be, because then that's the difference between her finishing fights in one rotation and not. And I think it's kind of interesting here that like a few of these champions finishing in one rotation is actually very important. Like Mole Man, obviously, Corvus, obviously, but Quicksilver too. For people who know how to play Quicksilver, like the difference between being able to just parry combo on your way to a special 2 with him and close out with that trauma special 2 and detonating in the middle of it, as opposed to needing to do literally anything else, is pretty big.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like how you analyze it more as like punching up, because the other part we had said is like Hulkling's doing great as a 6-star, punches up so well. And for anyone who is watching, he can heavy into her heavy just fine, but like you said, that might mean taking some.
Yeah, because the minute you block the first time to bait it out, you lose your ability to purify, and then your block proficiency starts dropping.
That's true, yeah. Someone else called out in the chat that you may not even need to land heavies because there's going to be so many debuffs that you might just get to 20 anyway. But So yeah, that's a good point. But
Yeah, that's very true.
it's definitely not. It's definitely not like a perfect matchup. It's not like Mantis versus Photon, but I mean, I'm more interested in seeing what he can do against some other annoying defenders, just by like getting to a special 2 and KOing them.
Yeah, like all those rank 3 Quicksilvers.
Yeah, like so that's
There you go.
that's another good point, right? Is like maybe like this is also going to influence the meta. Okay, obviously I can
Yeah.
get the timing a little bit better on that, but
Yeah, like even Omega Red's value did go up a little bit with Mole Man being in the pool because he's a Purify counter, right?
yeah. You know
That's actually funny
yeah.
because like Corvus would counter Omega Sentinel really well.
Right.
It's just I didn't think about that. That the class really like these champs counter each other,
Yeah.
and Quicksilver's really good against Longshot too because of all the
Yep.
debuffs. So, okay, that's just funny.
Okay, I've changed my mind.
Longshot actually nukes Corvus too, if anybody's ever
Yeah.
dumb enough to put him on defense.
Is we'll make the decision right now and just whatever the poll says because the viewers are so smart. So whatever the poll says, we'll do. Oh, it's a 50-50
50-50.
tie. Oh, man. I had read the poll. Oh, wait. Actually, before I closed it, it did go to 51-49.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I guess we have to ask Simula for the tie-breaking vote again.
Okay, let's. Ace Fusion, what's up, buddy? Alliance Main Wayne. Okay, so they're doing the units there. Okay, so triple and A. Okay. Sorry about the airplane.
To pick 2.
I felt like airplane Wi-Fi has gotten significantly worse over the last couple of years, but that may just be me. Ricardo, who should I use Awakening Gem and 600? Ricardo, I'm probably confusing you with someone else earlier, and I apologize. I thought you got all of them awakened. Let us know, because we'll answer some questions here for a minute. Can you explain the rotation for Mega Sentinel real quick? My recollection is it depended on if you were going the SB2 or SB3 route. SB3 was get all the debuffs up as best you can, continue on with the pause, right? So that I think that was the medium enders to get the debuffs up. Was it the light ender to pause?
Mm-hmm.
Then SP3 turn them all into incinerates or plasma, depending on who you're fighting. And then I would do light enders to continue the pause. That's my recollection. I haven't played her in a very long time.
That's
MSD
kind
raid?
of the basics. Yeah.
Thanks, MSD. Thanks for the raid, guys. I did find, though, I remember, because I used to use her in War quite a bit. I really liked her. That sometimes just the SP2 was enough to end it. The gal can hit hard. Really hard.
Yeah, I almost always use special 2s, and the little trick I learned was to start with a light ender to get the pause up before you put any debuffs on. So do a light ending combo, and then just do a couple mediums, and then you can get 2 debuffs up with full duration paused, and then go to work. And then at that point, your debuffs don't fall off as easily as if you started with mediums. That's my tip.
I think PWF, if I remember correctly, took like a bishop with her by maybe it was like ended only in lights or something because she has an energy attack or I don't remember.
Medium is energy. I bet it was the Power Sting mini. There's the mini with the where you get all those power stings, and you can literally just do. You can never throw a special, and you'll be fine. So you don't have to worry about the power stings, and just do light enders, and then there won't be any energy attacks. And her base attack is so high that basic hits can kill stuff. It's pretty cool.
I really liked her. What's up, MSC? Thanks for the raid, bud. I hope your opening and everything went great. we're kind of just like talking through answering questions right now. My opening went, as you can see by the screen, phenomenally. And I'm currently trying to decide if I should just rank 3 Mole Man, or if I should go back and we figure. It looks like there's a like an $80 deal and $50 deal on the web store that would get me to the final milestone as well. That's a lot of money. So no one please feel like I'm saying that's not. It's just a different scenario because I do the YouTube channel and my videos definitely cover the monthly expenses. So it's a bit different there. That's otherwise, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be considering this. I'd be like, Mole Man and Longshot were my most wanted. I've got him. I have spent 0 units on this after the spring cleaning event, and I am a happy camper. So just going to catch up anyone who's tuned in or if MSD's there. Are you going to want Longshot 12 to 18 months down the road? I mean, that's the impossible question, right? I mean, we've been playing this game for 10 years. Ironically, this came up, or not ironically, fortuitously, I don't know. There's a word for what I'm saying. Or what I mean is this came up as far as like timing. Like, how soon would you want this? It's like, I think that's so hard to answer because we've honestly been playing for like 9, 10, 8 years. And I don't know. I don't know if I want any of these champions. They're all very good. They're all great. You know, like, I think America and Kushala are like my two, going to be my 2 constants no matter what. But Dill, Arthur Mole Man these days just doesn't feel like the one, but you do you. So that's another thing that you're hearing in my voice. Like when I'm talking about like analysis of the champions versus what I personally am going to do is I loved Quicksilver. I loved playing Quicksilver. I'm also like ready to move on. Omega Sentinel, I loved her. She was phenomenal for her role. Great champion. I'm also kind of like now got Shocker and all these other tech champions I'm very excited about. Mole and Longshot, I never really played either of them. In fact, I spent a lot of time not liking Longshot. I had to be shown multiple videos over and over to see how good he is. I don't know.
I mean, there's also Corvus Glaive.
That's right. I did
for
awaken.
that rank. I mean, that's it's not an option to have a rank 3 Corvus.
So, and the reason why you're hearing the hesitation for me on that, like Corvus is almost definitely going to go to rank 2. Like soon. I'm sure he will at some point, but like soon go to rank 2. The reason why I'm not like, again, just jumping on that is Battlegrounds has become what I am going to most invest my time in. Like my personal playing. Of course, I'm still going to analyze champions and do all that. I still do war. Like it is fun. I don't know what tier we're in. I think it's 3. So where I'm going to do my biggest immediate rank up is going to be in the champion I think will have the most immediate and hopefully long-lasting impact in Battlegrounds. And I think with Corvus, I want to see someone do stuff with him at rank 3 in Battlegrounds. But I don't want to be the tester on that one, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I gotcha. That makes sense.
It sounds like Blaze is really happy just from reading this through.
Yeah, Blaze had a good day, and he had a really good Titan pull recently too, which I don't want to spoil, but he's definitely on a good streak.
Yeah, I opened a Titan today too.
Be the tester? Yeah, I don't think that ain't gonna be me. Was that? I tried to make a bad Backstreet Boys joke, or was that NSYNC? That it's gonna be me.
That would work. The meme works
Billy
for this
Vega,
month.
it's already May.
Oh, that was a basic. Blaze says, "Okay, cool." For Guy, oh, that's right. He moves into the basic. Yeah. Okay.
And I think we're missing out on the Titan. I had thought we were going to get there. I'm glad I didn't put Titan in the thumbnail or the title. Oh no! Wait.
Oh, because you got the regular 7 stars.
They got you over.
Man. Oh, you know why? Well, you duped Corvus, you duped Quicksilver, you duped Gilly. Yeah, okay. That's where they came from.
Okay. Jeez. We want Bullseye. I do want White Tiger. I've awakened my Onslaught.
Serpents?
All right. I want to awaken Serpent for sure.
Okay.
I definitely want Chieloth. I definitely want to awaken my Morbius. Campo's shown me too much good stuff out of Awakened Morbius. I definitely want Werewolf by Night. I definitely want to awaken my Kushala. And I definitely want to awaken Serpent. Every champ on there is good. It's just that's what I most want.
Do you have Red Skull yet?
I do. He's awakened and rank 3, and he is.
Oh, okay, great. I wasn't tracking that, but
and
that's awesome.
He's beautiful.
He's a very red dude.
Like I even used him in this last Battlegrounds meta with a Fate Seal.
Wow.
And he was, and I didn't check before the deadline, but last I had checked earlier this morning, I was still in Mysterium too. So, yeah. All right. Let's awaken Serpent. I think that's the call. DLL's on call. Campo's on call. I just think that's what it should be. Either awaken Serpent or Kushala. Although for my purposes, Kushala's awakened ability has been, I have not felt the need for it at all in Battlegrounds. So
look at this guy flexing.
Yeah.
Doesn't need the help.
I don't even need that little extra pause. It doesn't mean I don't want it though. Let's I'm not going to be upset. A lot of onslaught. There's Serpent. Oh, okay. That's
cool.
Yeah. So
I like this guy.
Yeah. I would have if I would have preferred
double the protection, double the fun.
The hard stop on Serpy there, but that's fine. This is the timeliness of this could not be better, because I've been openly saying, like, I think I may have gotten Destroyer a little wrong. I came out very strong on him in the new champion video, but I did say, or at least I better have said, it was in my notes that I thought you definitely wanted him awakened, and I thought even just the initial was going to be huge for like pushing him a little bit. I'm not sure on the right term there, but where is it? There it is. Bullet point number 1, and it's not a green number. It just is. The shortest personal power gain pauses while at 3 bars.
That helps a lot.
It helps a ton.
I remember asking for that during development, so it's really cool to hear that. It's like making the thing.
I wish Battlegrounds was on right now, because I would throw him right in the deck and we would test the heck out of this. And I have used him in War a little bit. Literally used him in War just this last War, actually. Everyone was like, Path 9 looks outrageous. There was like a Bullseye and a Serpent on there, and it was Path 9. So we even needed like immunities. And I was like, I think I can do this. And so I brought in Destroyer. Thankfully for me, the Serpent wasn't awakened, although I guess with the tactic we could have been fine. But I definitely felt a significantly added pressure in the fight because my Destroyer wasn't awakened. Now, I think you're just more like, I'm going to get to I don't remember what his charges are called. I don't need to worry about timing it and having like leftover after I throw my special 3. Now you're like, it's cool. I'm just going to play the fight, get to the special 3. It's paused. Everyone who doesn't play Destroyer is like, what the hell is this guy talking about? The power gain's paused. Cool. Throw it. And then the power gain will shoot me up to my SP2 and I can just start nuking people. I am that's awesome. If it wasn't going to be like Serpent or something like that, this is perfect. It plays, just put it very succinctly, it's not rigid anymore. I'm not worried about, you can just completely remove that from the table playing him. I'm pumped up.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like you can be patient, bait out one of their specials, and then go to town when they have like 0 power, because otherwise you'd be sitting watching your power gain expire.
Yep.
not able to throw that special 3, it's a huge quality of life. And the other numbers are okay. I mean, more protection isn't bad.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely was this champion. I think you just get that initial, and you're good. Like, not that you don't want the rest, of course. It's great. But I love this sort of SIG. At SIG 1, you get a thing, and then everything afterwards, it gets better. Like, something in the kit gets better. We got a question here.
I will point out real quick.
Please do.
No, I agree with you, but just to hone in on how good the protection one is, right now it's flat 1.5. At SIG 200, it's flat 5%. That's the difference between 32% protection and 50% protection, which is the difference between you taking 70% of damage and 50% of damage, roughly.
Which is really nice for his play style.
Yeah.
And
that does require 5 buffs on the opponent. But that's evaluating the ceiling.
And you know what else? I'm now remembering this too. Bullet point 3, I think, was the Herc kind of fun one.
Yeah, and that one doesn't scale either.
Yeah, I forgot it doesn't scale.
No, but I
could have sworn the damage scaled.
And I showed it in the video, and if I remember correctly, it's you just get him to that point, and then you let him hit you, and he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Rupture also destroys an indestructible mortality buff. This was all I'm remembering this now. Okay, I'm really pumped up. We got a question from Krishna here. Hey, Big, I wanted to ask something. I was hunting for Nick, Herc, and Kitty for about a year now. Yeah, I mean, the game's big, man. A lot of champions. It's a 6-star. So during the Poolies event, I spent my Poolies on the Selector. I don't know if that was the right thoughts. Yeah, I mean, that sounds great for me, as long as that was all within your fun. Those are all champions. If you're here a bit earlier, we're talking about punching up, particularly Nick and Herc. Punch up so well. Those 6 stars definitely have legs. And I just used the Nick in Battlegrounds. What was it for? Often you draft Nick and you're throwing him on defense, but there's starting to be more counters out there, and Danny and Sunspot and whatnot. And my opponent, I think, maybe drafted Danny. I don't remember exactly what the scenario was, but it was that standard dual threat scenario. And Nick didn't even I didn't even need to go second life. He just destroyed it. I do run deep wounds, but Nick just handled it for me. So yeah, I think that's still really smart. And I mean, and Herc is Herc. Do you guys disagree at all on that, or?
No, I think targeting champs is one of the best values in the game. So yeah. I think if you're trying to get a specific champ, that's one of the highest possible rewards in the game. It's why an arena grind takes so much effort, is because you're targeting getting a single champ, So if it's the champ you wanted, and the way you just described it totally locks in with how important that could be. Yep.
What's up, Hobbit? Let's take a couple more questions, and then I do think we're gonna sign off and get back to work and stuff. Sorry, Invade. That's the way the crystals go, man. It's all RNG. Who makes the most difference is Sorry, I have Quicksilver, Longshot, and Mole.
And it depends on how you squint.
Yeah, so this is kind of, my joke about I don't want to be the one to test Corvus and Battlegrounds is I think this is one of those I don't know, because there's no stat, there's no ability, there's nothing that makes me think oh, this champion will be I don't expect a Venom sort of difference from the 6 to the 7-star. That analogy may not have translated well. Essentially, 7-star Venom feels significantly better than 6, and I think that's due to the stat focus, and also, well, in some ways, the relic as well. It feels like that's happened in some ways with Gamora, and off the top of my head, I don't see a similar sort of thing happening for any of these champions. The good news is because they're all really good.
If I may differ.
Yeah, please do. You know me. I'd love that. Please.
I think you have to keep in mind the challenge rating, because that's one of the things that benefits Venom. Its stat focus is good. The relic is very good. But part of it is that his base crit calculation is just better because he's operating from 210 or 220 instead of 150 for challenge rating. And so all of your math is better.
Even if he's going up against another 7-star?
Yes, because otherwise you would be punching up for challenge rating.
So would that apply to any champion who's getting like these extra benefits from crits?
Yes. There's a number of things here. I think in a weird way, Quicksilver benefits the least directly from challenge rating.
Because
but he's
of the red
also
damage?
one where, yeah, like he doesn't really care about crit damage or crit rating. He doesn't really care about block proficiency that much. Like nothing really lines up to make him feel incredible with challenge rating. I think he's one of those where it's just going to be the rotation has enough reach, the opponent is dead. That's all you care about.
Okay.
But for Mole and for Corvus and for Omega Sentinel, all three of those, I think you're just going to like... It's very easy to underestimate how much more frequent, in the case of Omega Sentinel, and how much bigger their crits are going to feel, just from sitting at 210 or 220 instead of 150.
And she already hits hard as it is.
Right. The thing to remember is that it's like, you don't look at a 6-star Corvus and go, okay, it's this much more attack. You have to like look at a 6-star Corvus against another 6-star, because that's like what you need to keep in mind. Or even like a rank 5 punching down on a rank 4 if you decide to rank 3 him. And ask yourself, how does this feel? And how would this feel if the special did 8% more damage because of the stat focus? Because that's what it's going to feel like against your opponent's rank 2s and rank 3s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad you guys are on call, because and you guys, the chat always knows I don't hide the ball from you guys. These are the sorts of things that like I don't even necessarily fully understand. When DLL or Campo explains them, I understand what they're saying, but it's yeah.
That's why they pay me the medium bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys are here to kind of.
And for me, you know, I'm making tens of dollars on YouTube. It's awesome. No,
no, but I mean, some of yeah. I mean, like Campo, your videos like explaining like defensive ability, accuracy, and offensive, and I was like, I don't know, yeah, you know. And then you
I'm
put out a video, you know.
These guaranteed crit champs, because like obviously crit's rate doesn't matter, but so you're kind of banking on the crit damage stat focus or special damage stat focus plus the challenger rating being the main factor. Like even for Corvus, who's going to crit on every hit, that'll still pump him more than like an ascended 6-star.
Yeah, like real quick, if I take a look at Corvus on Aunt May and just looking at a 6-star, his crit damage is you know what, this is going to be difficult to really clock, but his crit damage rating is 635. Let's just call that 1,000 because you're going to throw on the cruelty mastery on top of it. So if we call that 1,000 and we look against challenger rating 150, then his crits do 203%. But if we look at challenger rating 210, which is a 5-star Corvus against a 7-star rank 2, so punching up, that drops from 203 to 191. And that's like not the biggest deal in the world, but basically if you have a 7-star Corvus, you undo that punching up and you get to benefit from the 203 instead.
So basically a 7-star rank 2 versus a 7-star rank 2 is going to feel like a 6-star rank 3 versus a 6-star rank 3 2 years ago.
Right.
So like when the challenge rating evens the playing field for when you're fighting the same rank as yourself, or if you're punching down, it makes you feel even more powerful.
Right. And so the other calculation I wanted to take into account, like I just real quick did 203 divided by 191. So you're looking at like a 6% damage increase from the challenge rating, which is pretty solid, right? Like it's better than if you turned on crit damage stat focus. But then the special damage will be multiplicative on top of that. So I did the 1.06 times 1.08, and Corvus, from being a 7-star and having exactly the same base attack, gets effectively a 15% damage increase if you're comparing the Ascended 6-star to the 7-star rank 2.
Like when he throws the special 2.
Yes, his special 2 will
Okay,
deal
yeah.
15% more damage. That's an important distinction.
That's kind of huge because for power backs calculations and stuff too. Like I mean that could be a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and just kind of like full circling back, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. No,
I understand.
Yeah.
No, I'm sitting on the rest of my decision as well.
because I actually really like Omega Sentinel, and I did pull her once, didn't I?
Yeah. You have one copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I'm a real fan, and I think I have a little nostalgia because she was the first champ that I got to test in the CCP when I first got in. So I just like remember deep diving on her, but like I've still always enjoyed her. I have a rank 5 and really like her.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a good day for my account, and it was cool to see so many people pulling champions they're really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always that new car smell thing. Like somehow I'm the most excited about Destroyer Awakening, which
Sure.
which I don't know. Brooklyn taking duped Omega Sentinel to rank 3. She's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think the only way anyone pulls one of these champions, takes them to rank 3, and regrets it is if they didn't play them and they don't enjoy them. I don't think anyone's going to take them to rank 3 and be like, wow, they suck. I would be... I just fully disagree. They don't suck. They're actually all pretty awesome.
They're all great.
If you think any of them are bad, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
But you're allowed to not enjoy it.
Yeah, like yeah, exactly. If you pull them and you're like, they suck, I have a video for you. Go to the playlist on my channel, and I think I have, except for Omega Red. But yeah, let's see here. I thought maybe I read it wrong. I thought Bitter was going to be streaming right now, but I am not seeing that. There are a variety of... I have multiple friends who are live right now, and I could never pick between them. So I will just tell you that Andrew the Rough is going right now. Nagase is going right now. Misty K is going right now. It looks like J Will is going right now. And I thought I saw Yusafa is going as well right now, but maybe he ended his stream. So if you go to any of them, please tell them I said hello. And thank you everyone for being here. Hope we answered a lot of your questions, got some help. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do, and I'll make a video out of it or something like that. Thank you so much for being here, everybody, and thank you DLL and Campo, obviously, and thank you for the donation, Wayne. Let's go DLL and then Campo, if you guys can sign us out.
Yeah, just thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for having me, Vega. This was a nice throwback, and good luck to anyone who hasn't opened things yet.
Yeah, same thing here. Hopefully we get some more streams where we're all free because it's always a blast. And congrats on the opening too, man. That was pretty amazing stuff happening there. So have a great day.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Later on.